So, I'm just at a place where I need to do whatever I can to improve my quality of life. If you're new here, I'm Kayla. Welcome to my vlog channel. I had a lot to say today, so I decided to clean my kitchen while we talk. After being overweight my whole life, I found out 5 years ago that I have PCOS. I knew something was wrong with me, I just didn't know what it was. At the time, I was on a nutritionist supervised vegan diet and I was still gaining 5 pounds each month. Then, once I found out that I had Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, the pieces just started to fall into place. I've tried several diets since my diagnosis because the #1 recommendation to treat PCOS is, of course, to lose weight. But I really didn't know until recently that the standard diets, fads, and yo-yo weight cycling lifestyle was extremely harmful to those of us who have PCOS, not only physically, but mentally as well. Please know that I am happy to be plus size. As a 6 foot tall person, I feel that I look better with meat on my bones and I am not ashamed of my body. I mean, let's be real, like my arms and my double chin, I sometimes have issues with those, but I honestly know that those parts of me are a part of my story. And if my story can help even one person to overcome the struggle of having PCOS, then I am here for it, and thus love those parts of me even more. You may decide to come at me for being so large, but please know that I will just delete your comment. And no, your comment will not make me feel bad about myself. I've honestly dealt with bullies my entire life, and your desire to bully is more about your problems than mine. So, all right, let's get down to brass tacks. Last week, while I was unpacking my office, I found my scale. I knew it was around here somewhere. I, for some reason, did not label that box. And when I stepped on it, I knew the number was going to be more than I like to see because for the last few months leading up to and during our move, I have not been sticking to any sort of eating plan. I've really just been eating what's available and a lot of takeout because we didn't even know, actually, we got rid of our forks. We didn't even have utensils for a while. So the scale said 426. I immediately stepped off of it, logged my weight in the app that I use to track my eating habits and weight loss called Lose It. I'll add a link in the description below. And it has been a few days since then, and I've already begun tracking my calories and exercise again. And as of this recording, I've already lost 2 pounds. So at least I'm headed in the right direction. Currently, my goal weight is about 275 pounds. I feel like when I make it to that weight, I'll decide if I like it there or if I want to keep going because, like I said, I like being curvy. I don't have any issue with it. I just want to be able to do more. I pretty much do what I want to do now. Whether that's shopping till I drop or, some hiking or moving, any of that stuff. I do what I want to do, but I just know that that's not good for my body to keep up at that pace. And with PCOS, my body processes insulin differently than others. It resists it and it stores it, so I can gain weight super fast even if I'm on a strict diet. So what I'd like to do is really begin focusing on my eating habits so that I can just do more. I would like to keep up with my husband and toddler. And other than having a knee that's bad from years ago and PCOS, I don't really have a lot of other health issues right now, but I don't want to acquire health issues because I'm not taking care of myself. I'm just at a place where I need to do whatever I can to improve my quality of life. And as my husband says, you can't do it for me, you can't do it for the baby, you have to do it for you. And I think I'm there. I've tried to lose weight for other people before and it never works. I've tried to lose weight so that I could have operations. Like I still need to have my knee operated on from an old sports injury. I have a torn meniscus on both sides of my knee that I need to have surgery on, and the doctor was like, you need to lose 150 pounds before we'll even talk to you. So I did. And then I finally got to see the doctor, and they scheduled me an appointment with the orthopedic surgeon. The day before my consultation, I found out I was pregnant. So that's when I started gaining weight again. But I'm ready to do what I'm gonna call an upgrade on my eating habits. I'm not calling it a diet. I'm not even calling it lifestyle changes, because right now it's just an upgrade on my eating habits. Some of the things I'm going to focus on are low glycemic index foods and foods that keep me full longer. With PCOS, I could eat every 2 hours small bits and all of a sudden get a primal craving for something, and it does not matter. Ask anybody, I am the most determined when I want to do something. When I did keto steadily for 2.5 years and lost a whole bunch of weight, people were like, I don't know how you do it. Well, I have a really, really strong willpower and determination and self-discipline, but PCOS doesn't care. So that always fucks with me, because I'm like, what's wrong with me? Well, what's wrong with me is that I have a hormonal imbalance and PCOS, and when my body decides to crave something, there's very little that I can do about it. I either go with it, or I literally spend the rest of my day craving and thinking about that craving and like obsessing over it. I'm going to put a link down below to a dietary specialist in Canada who's also speaking with an intuitive dietary specialist in Canada about the topic of PCOS. I've never felt more understood than I did in that video. I think it's going to be really nice that my mom and my grandma, who both also are undiagnosed but have PCOS, it is hereditary, and they all have the same symptoms that I have. So we've all gone with unchecked PCOS for so long, and it's truly affecting my grandmother and my mother and myself. And the three of us together are going to be supporting each other. We're not going to be accountability partners. We're not going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you had a binge eating session. We're going to say, how do you feel about your day? Because you know what? The video that I'm going to link below, they talk about how 90% of women that have PCOS also have binge eating disorder, and it comes from those primal cravings. So it's not glamorous, it's not cute by any means, but it's what I deal with, and I want to share that with you all. So I'm going to be sharing it with my mom and grandmother as well, and we're just going to support each other. We're not going to hold each other accountable. We're not going to be super strict. You can't be, because that's unsustainable. Because when one person falls off and decides to not track their food for 2 weeks, the other person is like, well, maybe I don't have to do it. But that's not what we're doing. We're just supporting each other and understanding that we all have a condition that makes food, which is an essential part of life. Like, let's say that I had a drug addiction, right? I can come off of that drug and still live. But because of my PCOS and my extreme cravings, it almost feels like I have a food addiction, and you have to eat. So I am going to do another video that talks about what I'm eating, and I'm gonna kind of take you through this next week with me. Don't expect me to sit you down at every meal, because quite honestly, what really works for me is doing the exact same thing every day for breakfast, only having 2 or 3 options for lunch. Because think about it, if you're wearing a uniform to work, you don't hem and haw and think, oh, what am I gonna wear to work? You just put on your uniform and you go. So if I eat the exact same thing every day for breakfast, I have like my habitual routine of waking up, drinking water, taking my supplements and my morning medicine, and then I take my food to my office so that about 30 minutes later I can eat. It's the same food. I don't have to think about it. I just grab it and go. It's like paying your rent. You know, you have to do it. You do it. It's done. So that's kind of taking the fun out of the food for me for breakfast, and having 2 or 3 really good lunch options that I can kind of cycle between. And I just know Monday is my shrimp and miracle rice day. Tuesday is my broccoli slaw taco day. Wednesday is, I don't know, I can't remember what I used to like. It's been a while, so I got to figure that out, and that's why I'm going to do a whole separate video on it. So I don't know, I'd like to know in the comments below if you've dealt with any of this too. If you want to kind of follow along my journey, I invite you to do that. We all need each other, and you know, life isn't always just pretty pictures and fun stories. It's hard work and dedication and, you know, doing the damn thing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna eat my breakfast and drink some water, and then I'm gonna wash these baby bottles and that stupid pan on the stove that I forgot. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.